How do you explain the contradictions in the stories regarding the crucifixion in these Gospels?
I mean, I think it would just be like if you had a car accident and then people had slightly different takes on what happened in the car accident. If there was a person walking by that was wearing a red shirt or a person walking by wearing a white shirt.
If one narration of the event says there was a person that came to saw the car accident, and another version says there was no person that came.
A person that came to stole the car, and then another person that said no person came. So
Yeah, for example.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Now, that's not as wearing a white and yellow shirt. These are the type of contradiction I'm talking about. That the existence of a character, for example, the non-existence of a character. So if somebody came and said that there was a person and another person writing and saying there was no person, one of them has to be true. It's impossible for these two events have to be true. Since we have no way to verify, we cannot know if there was a person or if there was no person. And if we cannot know if there was a person or there's no person, we cannot trust that story.
I'd agree that you can't trust whether there was a person or there was not a person. But I think if we got 4 sources, and you're right, we are kind of going in circles, and we could tangent on his.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, Connor, like I'm telling you, if they disagree on the day he was crucified or the day he was buried or the day he resurrected, these are essential details with the story. If they disagree when people came and saw him in the tomb, there was a rock and an angel came down and moved it, or there was no angel whatsoever when the woman came, it's impossible for these two things to be true. So all of these events, like if you look at the details of the crucifixion, all of them are contradictory. Not only that, let me add you, we find in the writings of these two people descriptions that actually there was no car accident, while another thing is saying there was a car accident.
What? So the car accident in this scenario is the crucifixion. You're saying that there's sources that
I'm claiming if you read the Bible, I'm claiming if you read the Bible, you see events in the Old and New Testament that verifies that there was no crucifixion, actually, that refutes the idea of the crucifixion.